everyone, I am David Jaramillo and today in this new emission of Jaramillo News I am with Pacho Lombardi. Today the world is suffering a lot of damages. One of those damages are the destruction of our fauna and flora. We can see it in the diminution of animal population that is very accelerated. The species that are most affected by this are Amur leopard, black rhino, and Bornean orangutan. Yes, David, this situation is very sad, but if the government doesn't make awareness to avoid it, it's very difficult to solve it. And also, it's very important that the people start making awareness too, but in their families and neighbors, to avoid that new species to be endangered. The marine conservation is important too, the tourist people, the water pollution, and the indiscriminate hunting destroy the sea ecosystem, like fishes, sharks, whales, and coral reefs are being destroyed by the human's actions. The animal shelters are an opportunity for the animals that are homeless or endangered. One of the most important animal shelters in Medellin is La Perla. It is an animal shelter in which the people can adopt animals, use cheap locations for their animals, and assist to the events that are made by them. In other news, the natural hazards are very common, and one of the most important and dangerous natural hazards are a landslide is a type of landslide or movement in mass caused by the instability of a slope. It occurs when a large mass of land becomes an unstable area and slides with respect to a stable area through a surface or a strip of terrain of a small thickness. Landslides occur when the maximum tangential tension is reached at all points in the strip. These types of instabilities are avoidable by technical means. However, the other types of landslides, liquefaction and creep, are more difficult to avoid. Slip prevention. If we observe very vertical slopes, loose or brittle terrain, large layers of land with projecting shapes and rocks weakly attached to the ground, we find ourselves in front of an area where landslides are feasible. So we must take some rules that help us to prevent landslides or avalanches. And for the natural hazards, we need to know how to prevent it and what we need to do in those situations. Locate landslide-prone areas. Avoid set blames near risk areas. Active plant reforestation campings. Improve soil drainage. Modify slopes of the floors that help reduce their angle. Educate on issues of community preparedness to face emergencies. Establish monitoring, warning, and evacuation systems for the population in the face of imminent landslides. When a landslide occurs unexpectedly, there are few ways to protect ourselves, but we can take measures such as be located in a topographically safe place, get as far away from the natural path of falling materials as possible, avoid mechanical vibration or noise that may trigger a possible avalanche. Volcanic eruptions are one of Earth's most dramatic and violent agents of change. Not only can powerful explosive eruptions drastically alter land and water for tens of kilometers around a volcano, but tiny liquid droplets of sulfuric acid erupt into the stratosphere can change our planet's climate temporarily. Eruptions often force people living near volcanoes to abandon their land and homes, sometimes forever. Those living farther away are likely to avoid complete destruction, but their cities and towns, crops, industrial plants, transportation systems, and electrical gears can still be damaged by the volcanoes. Fortunately, volcanoes exhibit precursory unrest that, when detected and analyzed in time, allows eruptions to be anticipated and communities at risk to be forewarned. The warning time preceding volcanic events typically allows sufficient time for affected communities to implement response plans and mitigation measures. And those was all the news that Jaramillo News has for you.